Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, Oxide Magic, and it's Jordan here, and we are carrying on our top 5 predictions for Amonkhet block affecting various formats. This time we are discussing Commander. Yes, Commander is a format that me and the boys really enjoy playing. We always have a core set of decks that we always look to improve upon and play. Some of us have really horrible decks, Steve, and some of us have really fun decks, me. But it's various things that you have. So, beginning with number 1, Approach of the Second Sun is my first pick. And the benefit with this is that it's a 7 mana sorcery, it's 6 and a white. And if it was cast from your hand and you've cast the same spell again, you get to you win the game. That's it. Sorry, hang on. Let me look at the actual word text. It'll be better. If the Approach of the Second Sun was cast from your hand and you cast another spell, Approach of the Second Sun this game, you win the game. Otherwise, put Approach from the Second Sun into its owner's library, 7th from the top. So effectively, you pull this from the top, you cast it. If it's the first time you cast it, then you put it back into the library, 7 cards down. So it means you have 7 turn clock to, unless your opponents make you shuffle, which is entirely a possibility, but benefit you got is that in 7 turns, if you manage to cast it again, or you can copy the spell, which in Commander there are various ways to do, then you effectively win the game. So it's a nice straight win con. I know quite a few probably white Commander players will put this into their deck as an alternative win condition. Great. If they've got ways to copy it, even better. So it's just a great way of playing, which is fantastic. Number 2, we go into Open into Wonder. This is an X double blue spell. It is sorcery. X target creatures can't be blocked this turn, and then they also gain, whenever they deal damage to a player, they draw a card. So this is for when you filled out your board with blue weenies or whatever you want. Basically, it allows you to get more card draw. If you've got a Reliquary Tower or a spellbook, I do remember my cards. They allow to, obviously you have no maximum hand size, so you can just draw lots of cards. This can also help you get in for that last bit of commander damage to knock the opponent out, which is really useful. Definitely a spell worth playing for blue. It's also an uncommon, so it's going to be flying around, quite cheap. It's going to be definitely worth it. This is actually very tempting to put into my is it the Firemind Commander deck. Of course, because for each card draw I get to hit something for 1 damage or tap a creature or a player. So it's definitely worth for me considering one of my commanders. But yeah, definitely a fun card to be playing around. Number 3, we have Sandworm Convergence. This is for all you green people who enjoy playing decks. I'm very, very tempted to put this in my Omnath Locus of Rage deck. So Sandworm Convergence is a 8 mana enchantment. It's for 6 and 2 green. Creatures with flying can't attack you or any planeswalkers you control. Benefit. And at the beginning of your end step, you create a 5/5 green worm token. Yeah, it's good all around. This is a great answer to flyers in formats. In fact, I'm really tempted to put this in just against Steve, who runs the Scion the Ur Dragon. Yeah, it will effectively stop him being able to attack me unless he has enchantment removal, this has to be answered with that. Otherwise, I start getting 5/5s, and there's various ways to get double tokens out of this. And with various strategies, you can even get card draw with something like Elemental Bond as well. This is a great all-round commander card. I think it's going to be fantastic, and I can't wait to see it being played. Moving on, we then have another green card. One of my other little favourites is Sixth Sense. This was spawned in the, I think it was in the Welcome decks, I believe, but it's also in the set mainly, which is for 1 single green. It's an enchantment aura. You enchant a creature, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card. Green card draw is a premium. Generally, Harmonize is the best spell we got, or you have to run various enchantments such as Elemental Bond in order to get card draw. Rishkar's Expertise was a recent one, which is also very useful because it goes off the creature's power, and the benefit of running green is you have big creatures with big power. This is actually just a quick, cheap way for getting it on a certain creature if it can't be blocked. It has hexproof or various things like that, so it can't be interacted with and you can just swing all day. Very useful card. Definitely going to see some play in Commander, I believe, because again, it's a 1-drop, it's a 1 mana spell, so it can work very early game, it can even work late game on bigger things, so definitely worth having a look at, so keep an eye on that. And finally, we have Oracle's Vault for number 5. It is a 4 mana artifact with the new mechanics with brick counters. So you pay 2, tap it, exile top card of your library, until the end of the turn you may play it, and you put a brick counter on the Oracle's Vault. And then later on in the game, when you have 3 brick counters, you can tap it, exile the top card of your library, until the end of the turn you may play that card without paying its mana cost. So this in Commander, this is effectively a more reasonable planar bridge. The benefit with planar bridge is that you can search out what you need. This one is just exile on the top, but effectively being able to really cast at least 2 spells a turn, one of them being free, is great. If you have things that can't counter creatures, stuff as the new Cephalopod, you know, leopard cephalopod or whatever it's called, for green. If you have that on the board as well, obviously all your creature spells can't be countered, but definitely something worth playing. But suddenly being able to play things for free is just fantastic, and it's always useful in Commander to be able to have those abilities to do it. So definitely another card I think is going to be really good in Commander, so look forward to it. So anyway guys, that comes to the end of my top 5. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys soon. Hi guys, remember if you like that video, please smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel. Let's keep the MTG community growing here on YouTube. And from this, please check out our other playlists. We have plenty of other Magic the Gathering content from myself and the other boys at Amonkhet Magic, and we will catch you all very soon.